Sneak dissing, we don't see the competition. I drop off a ransom note that your art is missing, nigga.
Pay us in full with the money, or she gon' get her fingers clipped off like Lil Sonny,
m.reck TV.
Oh, there we go. Peace. This is m.reck TV, and you now tuned in to Spooky Hour.
Mommy?
Spooky! Let me know. Was you able to hear that? You said spooky as fuck. Alright. Spooky! Let's get it going, y'all. Y'all know the m.reck room etiquette. Pound that like button, like something, drink something. You feel me? Call me up. Okay, I missed the call already. Now tune in to m.reck TV. State your name, where you call it from. Keep it clean, keep it short. Let's get spooky. Slow the chat down. Okay, I got you. I got to keep my eyes on the phone. Got to get to the chat room. God damn it. We're going to get it right. I'm going to edit the beginning. We're going to get it right. So go. Just bear with me. Just pound that like button. You know, call back if you call. I'm slowing the chat down. I see the earth in the room. Okay, I see another caller. Boom. I'm going to get to it right now. Yeah. Peace. You now tune in to m.reck TV. State your name, where you call it from. Keep it clean, keep it short. Let's get spooky. Spooky!
Yeah, this is Dave Matthews. I wanted to apologize for what happened last stream. I'm very sorry.
All good, Dave Matthews, man. Appreciate you, man.
I still love you too.
Love is love, my God. Shouts to Dave Matthews, the number one troll. The only troll that apologized. You heard? Yeah, so we live on m.reck TV. You know, I had to pull out the sound effects. You know, I had to pull out, you know, I hate the name you know, that's my machine. Because, you know, niggas like to bite loops. All niggas do is copy, bite loops. So I can't even tell y'all what kind of machine I got. Because the nasty niggas that try to run and get it, they so nasty. Nasty niggas with fake numbers, fake views, fake subscribers. But yeah, let's get it, y'all. Call me up, 310-598-2974 is the number in the title. If not, let me fix that. I know a lot of people probably be calling off. Yeah, I'm bugging. Tonight I was a little off. Let me get it right. That's why phone lines would have been dumb lit already. Let me put it in the title. There we go. If I miss your call, let's get it. Now, for those who just tuned in, Spooky Hours is a show where if you had some supernatural experiences, real supernatural experiences, you call up the show and you give us your experience that you had. Simple. Here we go. Let's get it. Peace. You now tune in to m.reck TV. State your name, where you call it from. Keep it clean, keep it short.
What's
Let's
up?
get spooky.
What's up, m.reck, man?
Hey, this is Marv, man. Detroit, Michigan.
What's happening, Marv? What's going on? Keep the energy
Man,
good.
You say what, bro?
I said keep the energy good, my brother. Let's get it.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Listen, so I had to, you know what I'm saying, be like one of the first to call in to kick this night off. I'm telling you this story, because I've been, you know, checking out your spooky stories and everything. So I got one, dude. Y'all might want to cut y'all lights on.
Ooh, okay.
For real. So check this out. So I'm at me and my cousin, we at one of his homeboys' crib. And so first and foremost, these houses, if you look it up, it's in the Boston Edison district of Detroit. These houses like huge. They like 3,000 square feet. So the house is already spooky as it is. You know what I'm saying? So we over there. Yeah, spooky for real. So we over there, and his homeboy, he be like preaching and whatever, you know, he real churchy. So he was trying to explain to my cousin why he don't have good luck with relationships or whatever. So he started telling him that he had a jealous female spirit that's like attached to him, that follow him or whatever. And say that the spirit be making him get into it with women and, you know, making him fall out in relationships. So
wow.
Anyway, so we sitting there talking about it and all of that. And it was like kind of like in between, you know, while we talking, it was like a you know, kind of like a type noise, and then it was like a whisper, like a super loud whisper. Dude, I'm trying to tell you, it was like so pronounced. And then we looked at his mama picture on the wall, and it was disfigured. You know what I'm saying? It looked like it was, you know, kind of demonic looking. So, you know, he was messed up. He ran upstairs to check on her or whatever. And we was just like, it was time to go. You know what I'm saying? We was like, dog, what was that? Cause like, you know, it was so loud, like, you know what I'm saying? It was crazy. It was like the whatever this spirit or whatever he was referring to got upset that he was calling it out. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. That sounds.
And the houses is already scary because, like I said, they huge, and the houses got a lot of history in them because they used to be owned by affluent Europeans at the time. You know, back in whatever. These houses got like old, not slave quarters, but they was like servants. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. So the houses got like beyond the walls. It's like a whole nother house inside the house. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Gotcha. So it's like multiple kitchens, multiple basements, and you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so like I said, that little incident happened. We had to get up out of there with the quickness.
Got you. I appreciate you calling the show, my brother. Tap in for the next show.
No doubt.
All right.
Peace, fam.
Spooky! What y'all think, y'all? Y'all believe him? Let me know. Did it sound genuine? I see somebody said I sound like Darth Vader. Spooky! Call me up, 310. Oh, my bad. I'm losing calls. My bad. Call me up, 310-598-2974. Pardon me, I missed a few calls. I'm trying to do a couple of things over here. Peace, you now tuned in the m.reck TV. State your name, where you call it from. Keep it clean, keep it short. Let's get spooky.
Hey, m.reck, it's Richard Matthews. This time, I just want to let you know that there's a bunch of imposter Dave Matthews running amok here, and I love you, and I love chicken sandwiches, and we're family, me and you.
My man. Yellow trolling. We got Dave Matthews and Rich Matthews trolling hard. Peace.
Oh shit, word.
Peace.
Oh,
You now
man.
tune in to m.reck TV. State your name, where you call it from. Keep it clean, keep it short. Let's get spooky.
m.reck was good, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate the Earth of Mina. I appreciate all the platforms you putting out, and I'm looking to see more, man. Keep building. And I'm from East New York. You're
Salute.
and
East
I'm
New
out.
York.
I'm calling out of Charlotte, North Carolina right now. So let's get into the spooky story.
Shouts to the whole Charlotte.
All right.
Carolina.
So here we go. All right. It's really actually kind of like a dream into like a one of those like sleep paralysis things, and then like I guess you call it like an apparition. Long story short, I was having some crazy ass dreams. Part itself. I was having some real crazy dreams, and it was just flipping from dream to dream. So in one dream, I was in like, it was just like endless roads, like highways. And I was like trying to get across the highway. And there was like nobody out there, but I felt like a presence. And every time I looked back, I wouldn't see nothing, but I felt the presence there. So I was trying to, like kind of like speed up and, get to safety, wherever that was in the dream. So I'm going. And I'm feeling the presence get closer. So I start getting like a little frantic in the dream, and I can't cross right now. So it like caught up to me, like right in the middle of like the intersection or the sidewalk or in between the street. And I just felt like thrashing, like something was thrashing me. I couldn't really see nothing because I was like covering up, but I just felt like something was on me, thrashing me, right? And it's like, as I was in that dream, I left the dream and I was like immediately in my bed, thrashing, right? And I could feel the same presence in my room. It's like I immediately woke up, but I was like, I don't know, man. It's like I woke up, but I was still in the dream because I still felt the presence and I was thrashing. But it's like I went from thrashing in the dream to thrashing right in my bed. Like I just came to in my bed thrashing. And I know it was real at that point because this is when I was younger and I had a bunk bed. So I was sleeping, I was sleeping on the bottom bunk. My little brother was on the top, and I had a bunk bed where you could see it was a bookcase on one side, and then it was a desk on the other side. And I could remember while I was thrashing, I could remember seeing the bookcase. Like while I was thrashing, like at the corner of my eye, I remember seeing the bookcase, right? So long story short, this when I was real religious or whatever. I said, in my mind, while I'm thrashing, I'm like, yo, I forgot this part. I couldn't talk. I couldn't talk. That's another thing. I was thrashing and I was trying to talk, like call for help. Like my parents was in the room. I was trying to call for help. And I couldn't talk. And in my mind, I was like, yo, all I got to do is just say Jesus Christ. All I got to do is say Jesus Christ in my mind. And I was trying to say it so hard. Like, I swear, it was never a time where I had to try so hard to say something. And I said, Jesus Christ. Finally, and it was like, literally like on the scary movies where, you do like a seance or something, and then next thing you know, somebody like banish like a ghost or evil spirit, and you see how it gets sucked out the room, and it's like, oh, and then everything just be normal. It was just like that. Like literally, it was like somebody popped a balloon, and the air just, like the air and whatever was in the room just slid out. And it was weird because I went from like petrified to like instantly. I just knew. For some reason, I just knew whatever was there was gone. Like I just felt it. It was gone. And can I do one more, m.reck?
Yeah, call back, my brother. I'm gonna take another caller.
All right.
All right. Peace.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Peace. You now tune in to m.reck TV. State your name, where you call it from. Keep it clean, keep it short. Let's get spooky.
Yo, what up, m.reck? Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and
clear. Can you hear me, big dog?
I can hear you loud and clear,
cool,
big dog.
Cool. Yeah, this is a little story that happened when I was about 15, maybe 16. I used to have my own room and all, and what my mom has is a one-bedroom house. We used to sleep in the back house of my grandparents' house or whatnot. And try to make it quick. Well, anyways, I was sleeping one night, you know, and out of nowhere, I wake up in the middle of the night, and I'm thinking it's a dream. But I know a lot of people have gone through this. They call it sleep paralysis. Mm-hmm. I know you heard of it. Mm-hmm. Where you wake up and you're stuck. You try to like talk and you try to scream and you can't say nothing. You're kind of frozen.
Right.
Well, I was stuck like that, and I was trying to yell for my mom, help. You know, I was trying to yell my mom's name. But I couldn't, because she was in the, you know, I had my own room, so she would sleep in the living room and whatnot. And I was trying to yell, but I couldn't yell out nothing. And hovering over me was like 5 spirits, bro. Wow. Not kidding you. Like, I could see 5 spirits literally hovering over me, like, and holding me down, like, until this spirit, like, I know it was real, but it tried to convince me like it was a dream because I was so scared, like, I went back to sleep and I didn't, you know, I was young and I didn't understand what it was, you know, at the time. But when I started looking into spiritual things and all that, I kind of figured out, you know, it was demonic to me, you know, it seemed a little demonic. And then I got another little short one for you. I met some dude in jail. I ran into some dude in jail and he was telling me he was drinking one night real heavy and smoking real heavy one night, smoking weed. And he said supposedly that the devil popped up on him and told him, hey, I want you to sell your soul, da-da-da-da. And that he broke off his nail, that the devil supposedly broke off his nail and said that he has to cut himself and sign his name with the blood of the nail. And that's how he sells his soul or whatever.
Oh, wow.
Spooky, bro. Spooky shit. We all, like, it was crazy. Everybody wanted to be in my cell, you know, because we were on some spooky story shit, you know? Just to have a good time up in there, you know, but I'll let you go, big dog. Fucking.
Yeah, I appreciate
have a good night.
No doubt. No doubt. Have a good one, man. Good story.
Yeah, you too, brother.
All right.
Thank you.
Peace.
All right.
Peace. You're now tuned in to m.reck TV. It's a spooky hours. The people that just tuning in, smash that like button. Drink something, light something. Let me know how my voice sounds. This is spooky hours. The wolves is hungry. I gotta calm my wolves down. Ebony's scared to tell her story, huh? Don't be spooky, Ebony. Don't be scared. Spooky! Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Spooky! Peace. You now tune in to m.reck TV. State your name, where you call it from. Keep it clean, keep it short. Let's get spooky.
No.
Spooky!
Okay. It's Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne? What up, Wayne?
It's Lil Wayne.
What's happening?
Yeah. I just want to rap a verse. If you're plugged and such, you're just about to happen. If you're slipping or you're lagging, I'm gripping on the maxi, ready for the action. Got to make breakdance, having the facts spin. I got more kicks than karate foots. My whole crew, Chris and Marty riding with. You on IG like a side pick. Don't get for everybody. Yeah.
Nice. Salute. Lil Wayne by m.reck bars. Crazy. You know it's Spooky! Peace. You now tune in to m.reck TV. State your name, where you call it from. Keep it clean, keep it short. Let's get spooky.
What's up, m.reck?
What's
This
happening?
Jay Smalls from Jersey.
Jay Smalls from Jersey. What's happening?
Hey, what's up, my brother? I've been listening to you and Earth for a while right now. I don't know how I got to your channel a long time ago, but everything is all good, man.
Hello, my brother. Talk to me, man. You got a spooky story?
Oh, yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Okay.
I done had so many spooky things happen to me you would not believe, brother. Okay. Let me tell you where it started from the beginning. I was in college my very first year, and everything was going good. Popular nigga, could get any girl I wanted. Any girl I wanted, I could have. You dig what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, almost at the end of the year, this lady, like with a turban on, blew dust in my face. I was with my roommate, and she blew dust in my face and said, "You're cursed." And as time went on, yeah, brother, yeah. And as time went on, you know, I was there. It was about a couple weeks left there, you know what I mean? And what had happened was she blew dust in my face and said I was cursed, okay? And then I didn't pay nothing attention to it. My homeboy that was walking with me said that, you ain't gonna do nothing to her? What I'm gonna do, punch a woman in the face? No, I don't hit women. I ignored the whole thing. But next thing you know, I had nothing but bad luck, man. And when it boiled down to, I was in my college dorm, right? And then I woke up. I was awake. I wasn't asleep, no sleep paralysis or nothing like that. I was awake, and I was levitated off my bed, levitated off my dorm room bed. And what had happened was, it looked like my cousin that passed away not long time ago, but probably about 93, 92. And this happened in 94 for me, you know what I mean? And I was levitated off my bed, and the wind in the dorm room was swirling around. And next thing you know, she said, "Get out of here. Something bad's gonna happen to you." And next thing you know, I fall down on my bed, wake up my roommate. I said, "Did you see that?" "See what?" I wake him up. He said he ain't see nothing. You know what I mean? But what it boils down to is that, you know, things happen for a reason and everything. You know what I mean? But what comes down to it is that if you don't have faith in God, you won't get past the demons. You won't get past evilness. There's some evil people in the world. There's a lot of evil people in the world. But all you got to do is stay strong and keep your faith in God. And what happened to me when she told me to get out of there, I tried to transfer to another college, but I didn't. And I was slipped to Mickey. And now, you know, it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do. You know, you had to go to whatever you had to go to, you know what I mean, this hospital or whatever to get your shit right. You know what I mean? And it's kind of hard. And, you know, it's messed up. But anyway.
Clock
what I'm
winding down,
say
brother.
too,
Clock winding down.
Go ahead, m.reck.
Clock winding down.
Huh? Okay, brother.
All right. Thank you, my brother.
All right, take care, m.reck. Thank you.
Hey. When you hear the clock winding down and that alarm, that means you taking too long, you long-winded, and we got to get the next call on. Heart and self, but, you know, we got to keep this show moving, baby. You know, so far, I didn't really hear that one yet. You know what I mean? Where my man Malcolm at? You know, it's certain people who call, they always got the official stories. I need official spooky story, man. I mean, I appreciate everybody calling, but I need that one that's going to set the tone. You feel me? Too much sound effects? Let's get it. Peace.
Okay.
Peace. Peace. This is m.reck
Okay.
TV.
Shout out to George Floyd. Shout out to George Zimmerman. Shout out to my.
Peace. You're now tuned in to m.reck TV. State your name and where you calling from. Let's get spooky. Keep it clean.
Okay.
Okay. No
I have
doubt.
a real story for you.
Your voice sound hella spooky.
It is. It is very spooky from this incident.
Okay, talking.
So why is it when you say peacock, nobody bats an eye, but when you say poopcock, everybody loses their mind?
My man.
Hey,
My man, appreciate you calling. We got to get some official callers, man. Come on. Call up the Spooky Show. Well, Spooky Hours is a spooky show. Call me up. Give me your spooky experience. We want them genuine spooky experiences, man. That's what makes this show. When people call with real experience. Spooky Hours, the best thing going on Sunday. Salute m.reck and all your ghouls. From me, Mr. Put Your Drawers on Inside Out. Let's get spooky. Salute to Pat the Barber, my guy. I appreciate you. Yeah, you know on this show, if you got a hex on you or you spook the hell out, you got to put your drawers on backwards. That's what I was told, you know what I mean, since the first couple of shows. So we running with that over here. Salute to Pat the Barber. You heard me? Spooky! Oh, man, I missed some calls. My bad. Peace. You now tuned in to m.reck TV. State your name, where you call it from.
Hello?
Keep it clean. Keep it short. Let's get spooky.
Okay, am I live?
You on? You
All right,
live?
all right.
You live.
All right, I got a bomb spooky story for y'all, and we'll make it so bad it's real.
Okay.
Okay,
Get it.
so I'm in my 3-level townhome. We have been living there for a year, and it was my daughter and my
Your phone,
Okay,
your phone
so-
is going in and out. So if you can't take me off speaker,
Okay, I'm sorry.
oh yeah, it's all good.
Can you hear me now?
There you go. You sound good now.
Okay, cool. So it's just a regular night. Fiance going to work. Kids is wrapping it up, about to go to bed. All right. So I send my daughter upstairs, like, okay, it's time to go to bed. Good night. So on her way up to the stairs, we hear this loud boom.
Mm.
So she jumped from the hallway where she's at to where I'm at, which is like a hell of a long way. So that's how loud it was. Okay. So I grab her and I'm like, oh my God, like ain't nobody here but us. And we run outside. I grab my son, I pick up my daughter, we run outside. I call my dad. I'm like, I'm calling my friends. I'm like, hey, it's somebody in the house, it's something in the house, something going on. We did not go back in the house until my dad got there. My dad got there. He got the strap. We go back in the house. He go up the steps. Cause my dad, he fearless. He like, Nick, I'm about to go up the steps. You know, somebody about to get popped. Man, while he go up there, he came back down. He had this look on his face, walking down the steps. He was real somber. He was like, the bed was knocked over. I said, what? I walked up the steps. Yes, walked up the steps. The bed was turned over like the frame. He goes to straighten it back up. Nobody is in the house with us. How did the bed get off the frame? A king size bed.
Wow.
Okay. So we at the bottom of the steps. You know, he's like, okay, he got his gun out and everything. He's like, you know, looking at me like, don't be scared. I got the strap. You know, I done straightened it up. I can't explain what happened, but, you know, it's over with. All of a sudden, we feel this cold chill come on the back of our neck, and we hear this loud footsteps like it's coming from another dimension. Well, my dad said, let's get the hell up out of there. And we burned out. Long story short, I moved out. We moved
I
out.
don't blame you.
Okay. Right, and I can't explain it. All my family knows, all my friends know. They, I told them the story. Everybody thought, think I'm crazy. But a couple of people that came over to the house would see shadows. Like my girlfriend used to come over, and her kid used to go to the bathroom, which is downstairs. He was too scared to go upstairs, and he got like a sight. Like he's like one of them kids that he's like, I see dead people. He's seen shadows in my bottom bathroom, and it was my plant, and like an elephant leaf plant. But at night or in the dark, the plant looked like a big hand. So he would not come over my house no more. So, it was something going on in that house. But we moved out.
Wow.
It was over.
Great story.
And every time I ride past that house, I get the chill. So.
Okay.
Indeed.
I appreciate it. Dope story. Thank you for calling.
Thank you. You too.
Okay. That was a good one. That was a good one. I like that. You had a good story. Her phone was a little spooky. Yeah. Let me see who's calling up next. Phone line is hot. I'll be missing a lot of calls. I'm trying to do a lot. Pound that like button. Y'all know the m.reck room etiquette. How my mic sound? Let me know. Do my mic sound nice? Check one. How the mic sound, huh? Peace. You now tune in to m.reck TV. State your name, where you call it from. Keep it clean, keep it short. Let's get spooky.
It's your boy Shaq from Texas, man. It's the spooky hour.
Yes, sir. Talk to me.
Hey, man. Now, I don't know if it's spooky for everybody else, but for guys, that's like you said, you dating a girl like this. I'm fresh out of high school, right? So I'm dating a girl I met in high school, right? Now, most guys probably went through this, but it's spooky to guys, right? So I'm at work, right? Now, this right after September 11th, right? So like the airport changed how they protocol how you get inside the airport, right? So I'm working in like the food court area or whatever, and all these like the young chicks coming in, you know what I'm saying? The new hires come in and stuff like that, right? So I'm talking to this chick, right? We getting close or whatever. But now I got my girl at the crib, right? So when I get home, right, my girl at home, she like, yeah, I see you talking to. She was like, I see you talking to your little girlfriend or whatever at work. I was like, what you talking about? Now she said, yeah, the Lord showed me her. I said, what? Have you ever experienced it with a girl say, look,
nah,
G.
I didn't experience that. That's spooky right there, my G. I ain't gonna hold you.
Hold on. She described the girl from T, right? She described the girl from a T. Now, like you said, she never been to the airport ever. This was a young chick that just got out of, was still in high, like she was like 18 or whatever. So there's no way she ever would have knew who this was, right? I said, what? I'm looking like, now I couldn't, I'm like, what the fuck? Now, but she always had little stuff like that. She was like predicting the future and shit. She always told me about a chick I was gonna be with in a red truck or something, right? Now this is back in 2002. Fast forward to 2015. Now we ain't together. We done got separated, divorced, but we had moved to Texas though. So this is 2016. Now why I meet this chick at the job and she had a motherfucking red Tahoe, G. Nigga.
Say word.
Nigga, I said, what? Spooky! This motherfucker got me word. Nah, but yeah, it was crazy, man. I had to drop that, man.
Yeah,
I had to drop it.
That was spooky, my brother. So now, the chick you was dealing with, was she like indulging in voodoo and all that? Or you don't know?
Coming to think about it, like me learning stuff later on, because I ended up marrying her. We ended up getting married, and she had my only 2 kids. That's what kids by her.
You actually end up marrying that spooky chick, and you put babies in that?
I ended up marrying. Look,
you're a wild boy. She must have had some good spooky pussy, my nigga.
Look here, man. I graduated in 2000, and she graduated in 2001. She was a track star, so
oh
that's
man,
funny.
Oh man,
she was built like motherfucking like at that time she was built like motherfucking Gail Davis, nigga.
She was.
Yeah, I mean, so
she was doing Kegels with that pussy, huh? My man, salute.
Hey, look here, man. I got two young ones out of it, you know what I mean?
Oh,
but,
no doubt. You know, salute though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
salute,
man.
my brother.
Salute, man. I'm glad I got through, man.
I'm glad you called, man, because you're the first one that actually admitted. You know what I'm saying? You had some spooky pussy, and you know, and no disrespect to your kid's mother or whatever, and your ex-wife, but you know, it's the spooky hours, so we entertaining over here, and I appreciate you calling, my brother. You know what I mean?
Man, no doubt, man. And that track is fire, yo.
What, the intro joint?
Hey. Woo.
Oh, I appreciate that. That's that m.reck and China Black all in.
Ugly face when that bitch come on, G. Man. I nigga get the ugly face when that bitch come on, yo.
I appreciate it. Thanks for calling, my brother. Salute. Hey.
Yes, sir, man. Peace.
Peace. You now tune in to m.reck TV. State your name, where you call it from. Keep it clean. Keep it short. Let's get spooky.
Shout out to the Wreck Mob. Shout out to m.reck. Shout out to Nina. All right, here go my story. It's really not my story. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Real quick, pound that like button. Y'all know the m.reck room etiquette. Yeah, fam.
All right, so boom. Me and a co-worker, right? We work for this company, so we ride in a van on our way to work. And he's from Haiti, so I used to always try to pick his brain, like, yo, what's up with Haiti? Like, you know, like any crazy stuff you ever seen? So he's like, yeah, man. Matter of fact, I got a story. It's so crazy. Like, I don't even like talking about it because I started seeing goosebumps as he was talking to me. He's like, I'm still spooked to this day. So he was like, all right, there's a dude in town, like everybody go deal with whenever they want to do like a sacrifice or some type of ritual to get money. So he like, the dude told him to come with him. Like, he was like, there's a friend of he lived in the village, whatever. He one of the homies, he one of my friends, whatever. He asked me to come with him to do a ceremony for somebody else. So he said, all right, I went. So they went somewhere in this little open field area. He said the dude drew like a little circle in the ground and he stood in it, and him and the other guy. So he was like, yo, what's going on? So he said he started talking to like the sky, like mumbling something. Out of nowhere, he said a ball of fire. I swear to God, like he showed me the goosebumps. He even showed me the dude Facebook and all that later. So I believe him entirely. So he said a ball of fire came out of the sky and started coming down towards them. So now he's paranoid. He about to run. He don't know what to do. So he said the fire got real close to them, and it took the form of like a person, like an entity. Like he said, he couldn't make out the face because I was like, yo, what would it look like? He's like, I couldn't make out the face. I was too scared to even look at it. But it spoke to me. It said something to him of the note of like, you're lucky. And he was like, that's all he remembers. And the fire, the dude did a little ritual, spoke to the entity or whatever, and the joint just like shot back in the air. Like, he was like, yo, I never went with him to do another ceremony again. Like, I believe all that fire, like how it turned into an entity, and he was like talking to it. Crazy.
Wow.
Crazy.
Wow.
So anybody that know about any of that might want to call in or verify any of that, please do. But good looking, Reck.
Thank you, bro. That was a dope story too. Dope assessment, man. Hey.
Good looking.
No doubt. That was a dope story. So far, we're getting some dope stories. I ain't gonna hold you. So far, read back to back. Spooky! Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Peace. You now tune in to m.reck TV. State your name, where you call it from. Keep it clean. Keep it short. Let's get spooky. Peace. You now tune in to m.reck TV. State your name, where you call it from. Keep it clean, keep it short. Let's get spooky. Peace.
Oh, fuck, it's awesome.
Peace. You now tune in to m.reck TV. State your name, where you call it from. Keep it clean, keep it short. Let's get spooky.
Yes, good night, m.reck. How you doing?
What's going on? Mute your audio.
Yes, good night, m.reck. How you doing?
I'm good.
Remember, I called last week. I was mad. You didn't come on.
Oh, yeah, last week I didn't come on due to I had other engagements going on. So what's happening with you? Your voice sounds a little spooky. What's going on with you?
Yeah, remember I told you I was doing the transition.
Oh yeah, you going through the transition. And I was telling you it's good if you can call me back when you go through the full transition, but I'm gonna try to work with you because your voice sounds, I'm gonna try to bring you up because your voice is definitely real spooky. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Spooky! Let's get it.
I appreciate it because I'm taking my homework bill, so it's gonna take a while. But anyway, this is about, I was in the shower. I was taking a shower, and my dog was barking. I've been a Shih Tzu Pomeranian. So when I came out of the shower, I went to my door to see if somebody was there, but nobody didn't ring my bell. So I'm like, why is my dog barking? So when I'm walking to the door, I see my dog. She in the air.
She in the air?
Yeah, barking. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Because remember I told you about my crystals and the fairies. So I tried to videotape it. I tried to record it. So I went to look at my phone. And by the time I got my phone, I went back. My dog was already on the floor.
Damn.
So I think the fairies put my dog on the floor.
You said the fairy?
Yeah, I think the fairies put at my dog because she was in the air barking. So I said, m.reck is going to ask for proof. So let me get my video. So I went to look at my phone. And I came back. And my dog is on the floor. And I said, what the hell? So I think the fairies did because I saw fairies done.
Well, let me ask you this. So basically, this happened, last week or something?
Yes, I wanted to call last Sunday.
Wow.
Yes, and I wanted to call and tell you about send you a video.
So you got the video? You got the video?
No. When I went to look at my phone, she was already on the floor.
Oh, man. Sorry to hear that. The dog is all right? Is the dog all right? The dog still alive?
Yeah, my dog, she good. But
I
think it was the fairies.
Oh, wow. The fairies is out here, man. Fairies
I'm telling you, because they took the crystals, remember? They took the crystals 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
They took the crystals and they put them back.
Wow.
So the fairies, they are the fairies. And I appreciate you.
I appreciate you calling, my brother.
Yes.
Call back, man.
I'm going to be a sister too.
Got you. I mean, be who you want to be, man. Be who you want to be.
Yes, I'm going to be a superstar.
Superstar? No doubt.
I'm going to be a superstar, but also I'm going to spread knowledge.
You want to spread knowledge? Okay.
Yes.
Got you.
And I want you guys to look up tonight about the fairies.
Definitely going to do that. So on that note,
you have a good night. Peace.
Have a great night. Peace.
Thank you.
Welcome. Spooky! Peace. You now tune in to m.reck TV. State your name, where you call it from. Keep it clean, keep it short. Let's get spooky.
I have a spooky story.
Peace. You now tune in to m.reck TV. State your name, where you call it from. Keep it clean, keep it short. Let's get spooky.
Hey, m.reck, this is Millionaires. I'm from Colorado, and I can't believe I'm up on here. But anyway, um,
Hold on 1 second. What you say your name was?
Millionaires.
Millionaires?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a that's a first. Millionaires. Now, let me ask you how you come up with that.
You know what? I don't even know. Like years ago, I was like, you know what? I'm about to be a millionaire. So I don't know. I just came up with that name. So I've been following you at Earth for a minute, and I have been on live with her, and she thought I was fake. And I always tell her, like, I'm not fake. I'm real, real, real. And I've donated to y'all other. Yeah, I donated to your other online, whatever that is.
What the
But yeah, anyway.
Cash App, PayPal. I mean, it's all good. I
no,
appreciate
not
you.
Cash App. The other online, when you have the online, online stories.
I don't know, but it's all good. Oh, you talking about the store?
Okay. But
maybe the store.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So anyway, I live in Colorado, so I have worked at the
Colorado
Denver
is
International. Yeah. Colorado, my city.
Colorado,
yeah, spooky. So I worked at the Denver International Airport, and so I know about all the murals that they be having, all that. I know all the different symbols they be having on the floor and all that stuff, and so I worked over there. But anyway, this particular story. Okay. So I lived in a place called Montbello, and this is where a lot of Black people lived over there back in the 80s, 90s, just the earlier part. Okay, so I lived with these people, and I was 18 years old, and I was with my boyfriend at the current time, and we was with the guy that lived there and somebody else. And then he's like, I got a Ouija board. So we're like, okay, let's play with it. So we got the Ouija board out, and I was always like, oh, no, I don't want to do this. I want to do this. I said, come on. So we got the Ouija board out, and we did play with it for just a minute or so. And then what happened is the door handle of the bedroom we were in, it just started just boom, 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 boom. It was just somebody was rattling it. Yes, word. They wanted to get up in there. Yeah. And we was like, damn, okay. So we was all tripping that whole time. So then I lived in the basement. I was staying in the basement of this home with these people, but my dude had went to jail. So I was just in the basement, whatever. And I don't know if you've been to Colorado, but those Montbello basements is just kind of closed off. They may have a window, but it's just dark as hell. So anyway, one night my dude was he was in jail, but I had to go. I was gonna go see him or whatever. So I went up and I was just ironing in the kitchen or whatever. And all I heard was some planks just banging, just banging together. And I was like, oh shit. So I looked down the stairs, and there was a black cat there. And I was like, what the fuck's going on? And so the lady that lived there, she was like, oh girl, this is how they do it. This how they do it. I was like, this how who do it? What you mean? So the whole night I slept upstairs, but then I went ahead and whatever, went to court with my dude or whatever. And so then my dude got out of jail, and we went back to the basement, we were chilling or whatever, went to sleep, and he woke me up. He's like, hey, do you see that? Do you see that? Do you see that? And I was like, what? And it was just dark as hell. He's like, do you see that? That ghost is floating up in the air. It's floating up in the room. And I was like, no, I don't see anything. And so basically, to make a long story short, and I do talk a lot, I ain't gonna lie. When he was gone to jail, I just always felt like someone was looking at me, and because I'm intuitive, and I was like, what the fuck's going on? But that story confirmed that there was something there, because he was in jail at the time. And then when he got out, you know, he confirmed that whole story because I was like, damn, you saw something, but you was in jail and I felt something too. All these planks was cracking and something was up in there. And the lady that lived there was like, oh, this how they do it. So I was like, damn, it was something in that house. So now I always try to investigate. So I went back to the house. I was trying to go back to the house. And one time I went back to show somebody and the house was boarded up. And then after that, I couldn't find the house no more. I tried to find it. I was like, damn, where is the house at? I mean, I knew the vicinity, but the street and everything, I could not find. So to this day, I would try to find that house and I could not figure out what street it was at or nothing. Wow. And that's in Denver, Colorado. But I say Denver's got a lot of strange shit going on.
Yeah,
a lot of strange shit because we got the DIA airport, and I believe that they have an underground facility over there. I believe they do have an underground city or something underground over there.
Got you.
And that's the m.reck. But I want to say I love you and I love Earth, and I represent y'all. I'm following y'all. So we up here in the Mile High City, we are representing y'all.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Okay, take care.
Take care.
And that's a different
Get your audio. Get your audio. Get your audio. Peace. You now tuned in to m.reck TV. State your name, where you call it from. Keep it clean. Keep it short. Let's get spooky.
What's going on, fam? What's going on, fam?
Peace.
Yusuf from DC, baby. How you feel?
Yusuf, DC, in the building. Mute your audio, family. I'm feeling good.
My man, is that better?
Yeah, you got people talking in your backdrop?
Oh, that's your show, baby boy. That's your show.
I need you to mute it. Anytime you call, you got to mute the audio because it bleeds.
Oh, I got you, fam. Well, let me make you quick because I know your format or whatever. And shout out to everybody. And this is an entertaining little junk, dog. This is something I've been on all my life, right? You know what I mean? Because I've always had like paranormal experiences, man. And I'm gonna shoot you something a little later on, man, about a book that I'm authoring, man. You know, and for me coming from the streets, man, you know, the experiences in the book are real eerie, right? And when I embraced Islam, it helped me to understand a lot, man. You know, especially in terms of those dark energies in the jinn, right? But I grew up in a house, man. It was like a miniature version of that show in Amityville, right? But in the first parts of my book, man, but real talk, man, we had a fireplace. We used to play with Ouija boards. I'm not going to sit up here and fake born and raised in St. Louis. My family indulged in all that, right? You know what I'm saying? But it was something about me, man, that never had a good feeling with none of that, man. You know, we had a fireplace in our living room with like 2 red windows right on the side of it. You know what I'm saying? And I used to be afraid to death to sleep in my bedroom. Because you'll see when the book come out, and you can ask my family, anybody. There used to be a little face that would appear on the right side of my closet door every night that my mother turned on the hallway light on, right? You know, we used to sneak out the room to, like, get snacks and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And the death that she put a red light bulb up, you know what I mean, in the hallway so we wouldn't creep through that show. But every time she would turn it on, and this ain't no sleep paralysis or nothing like that, every time she would turn it on, his face would appear. So I used to start sleeping out in the living room with my back to the fireplace, right? One night, something crawled up on my shoulder. Even just telling you this, the hair on the back of my neck is standing up, man. But one night sleeping in front of that, and I had to be about like 7 or 8 at the time. But one night sleeping in front of that fireplace,
and I used to always sleep with my back to it. And granted, this was like 82, 83. You know, I was a youngin', you know, so it was sealed off. You know, no air could get through it or nothing. The windows were red. What do they call it? The little stained glass joints. Ain't no air coming through them joints. But I felt something crawl up my shoulder real slow, and in the left side of my ear, it hissed.
What?
And I kid you not, here's my right hand to Allah, and I immediately turned my neck, and I saw little wings dip off the left side of my shoulder. Do you know that it wasn't until I got introduced to Islam and the Quran where I read that Shaitan is a whisperer? And when you know anything about the jinn or beings that inhabit this earth with us, they just don't have physical form. So yeah, I don't know how you came up with this platform, man, but a lot of that shit is real. I could attest to that, man. And I think y'all will find my book very entertaining.
Yo, so basically, you saying a snake with wings was whispering sweet nothings in your ear.
No, not sweet nothings, and I love your humor, you a funny cat, man. You know, but
I'm just joking,
real talk, I'm talking about, you know, like right now as we all sitting and listening to this program, you have two of those beings on each of your shoulders right now. They're called Qur'ans, you know what I mean, in Arabic. And they write down all of your deeds and your thoughts and all of that. But this thing that slid up on me, like I said, I would have never understood it until I got introduced to Islam and the whole concept of the jinn, you know what I mean? But I know that was a jinn. It's like if you see the experiences in my book, I've been dealing with that all my life, man. And the sister that you be doing a little program with, I ain't gonna handcuff you, but she may be able to help you out as far as that in terms of the sacrifices and how I draw these entities, right? Because I think what's gonna make my book interesting is that my whole family was in the streets at the same time too. And so many people that got shot and murdered, like I said, either in or around my house, man. I think it brought that energy there. So keep that when you looking at what's going on in the streets right now and why they're saying that everything in this day and age is demonic and possessed, because I think that shit open portals. That's real talk, man.
Gotcha.
Real talk, man.
I appreciate you calling. And if you want to promote your book on m.reck TV, email m.reck.tv_submissions@gmail. We got the good rates. A good story.
Hey, say less, fam. I appreciate that. A salute, fam.
Salute, family. Salute. Good story. Hey.
All right, now one.
Peace. You now tuned in to m.reck TV. State your name, where you call it from. Keep it clean. Keep it short. Let's get spooky.
This millionaire is again.
What's happening?
This millionaire is again from Colorado. Okay, so I had to tell you another story because I'm an intuitive empath, so I got a lot of stories. But anyway, so this one, I was living in a 2-bedroom, like really, really nice place, and I was with my kids, and what happens is, like a lot of times when I'm dreaming, I figure that I'm on another plane and I'm fighting evil or I'm doing whatever. So anyway, I was in this dream and I was fighting something, just hella evil, and I was going in or whatever and fighting. However, when I was in this, I was acting it out, like for real. So my kids woke me up. They was like, Mom, what's wrong? Come on, you scaring us. And I was like, and I woke up and I was like, damn, I was having a dream. I was fighting something really evil. And it was like, what wrong? What's wrong? And then we had a dog, and the dog would just be barking at a certain part of the place. So to make a long story short, that particular place, I think with animals, be barking and stuff, and they just barking at the corner or whatever, they really see an entity or they see something that we may not be able to see with our eyes. Yeah, right. But, you know, that's what was going on. So anyway, like, I have a lot of dreams like that, and I tell people, like, if, you know, I might be kicking or whatever, like, look, if you see me acting crazy, this is what's going on. So just bottom line, just bottom line, m.reck, like, when people be dreaming and stuff, I think the dreams is to tell us not exactly what's happening, but something that could happen. So that's all. I wanted to tell you that. But I love you and Earth, and I'm following y'all, and I'm representing what y'all saying. I believe everything that's going down is BS, what's going on right now. And it's a lot of us out here repping with y'all. So I just hope we can stick together.
No doubt. Thank you for calling.
All right.
All right.
No doubt.
All right.
Have a good night.
Have a great one. Peace. You now tune in to m.reck TV. State your name, where you call it from. Keep it clean. Keep it short. Let's get spooky.
Hi, m.reck. My name is Peach. I'm calling from Delaware. I can't believe that I actually got through. I love you and Amina. I listen to everything that y'all do.
Thank you. Peach, how you doing? How you get a name like Peach?
It was given to me by my friends. I don't know. Maybe because I'm really nice.
Because you're really nice, or you got a peach?
Oh, Lord. Maybe that too.
Maybe that too? Oh, okay. You trying to be modest about it. I hear that.
So I'm calling in. I was really hesitant because I hate talking about this story. I have always been very intuitive, and I guess you could say there's spirits that speak to me. I hate even going back into this story. When I was 10 years old, I was playing hide and seek with one of my friends, and he was chasing me. And I almost reached base, and a voice said, "Turn around." So when I turned around, mind you, I was in front of my house, and when I turned around, I saw him in a parking lot, but he was older, and he was riddled with bullets. I could see the blood coming out his chest, his mouth. All I did was scream, and the voice said, "Tell him to take another path."
Wow.
I took off running into my house. So 15 years later, I had moved around a corner. The view of my house was a parking lot. Now, this is in North New Jersey. So I hear all these gunshots, and me being naive, I run to the window. And when I look out, I see him with the same stuff that I saw him in when I was a little girl, riddled with bullets. And the blood coming out his mouth, and he hit the ground. I couldn't do nothing but scream.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I have so many other stories. I'll call back in another time, but I'm not sure if that is spooky as the rest, but that certainly freaked me the hell out.
Yeah, that was definitely spooky. People in the chat room is definitely saying that's spooky. So I appreciate you calling. Good story. And we go live on Spooky Hours Part 9. Definitely tap in with us.
Okay, I will. I have so many stories to tell y'all. I'd have died with people, everything else.
Oh, wow. All right. Take care, Peach. Delaware is real spooky, too, by the way. All right. Take care.
Well,
have a great night.
Good night.
Thank you. You too. Yeah. Shouts to Peach from Delaware. Y'all crazy.
Yeah, I was Part 9.
Peace. You know, mute your audio.
Okay, I will.
Mute your audio, please.
You gotta
mute your audio. Fall back. You gotta mute your audio. Anytime you call an m.reck show, please have your audio muted because it bleeds into the show. Also pound that like button. Come on, man. There's over 500 something people in the room. Pound that like button. We ain't even got 500 likes yet. What's going on? The like button is free. Let's get it. Peace. You now tune in to m.reck TV. State your name, where you call it from. Keep it clean. Keep it short.
All right.
Let's
this
get
is Queen
spooky.
Corner from KC. I just called. I'm the one with the 3-story townhome, and I wanted to actually comment about what happened before I moved out the house. I forgot to tell you all what I was doing to combat the ghosts, right? Okay. No lie. So my daughter starts seeing stuff in her room. So I put a crucifix, a real gold crucifix on a gold rope, on, like hanging in her closet because she used to hear stuff in the closet.
Wow.
The crucifix used to get turned around. Spooky! Every night I went in there and turned it around to the right way. And then I check in the morning and it'd be turned backwards. And one time I even got mad at my daughter and I'm like, why are you doing this? She said, Mom, it's not me. I said, okay. So I said a prayer and I turned the crucifix back around. I said, you turn this around, it's gonna be a problem. Not her, but to whatever was turning it around. I come back the next night, the crucifix is shredded, like on the ground. Like like somebody.
So whatever you spoke to wanted all the smoke with you. They said, forget turning it around. They just shredded the whole crucifix. Like they was like, they ain't respect you at all. They had no respect for your gangster. They
was like, I'm not even gonna play no games with you. I'm gonna just tear it up. So us having Native American in our blood, I said, okay, I'm gonna put up a dream catcher because I heard that gets rid of evil spirits because she was having bad dreams too. I put it up right in front of her door. The next morning, the dream catcher was shredded as if Freddy Krueger came in and like ripped it up. I mean, feathers was everywhere.
Wow.
I was like, okay. Whoa. So, we would just be hearing stuff in the hallway. And I think there was like some kind of, not a blood bank, but like a cancer type institution or something where people went and got dialysis or something like that. But it was like right next door to us. And I think it had something to do with the blood they was collecting. It just seemed like it was like how the old guy said who said it was opening portals and stuff. It was something about the blood in that place that seemed like it was opening portals into my house. So it was just weird. It seemed like a highway for ghosts. Like we would just it was like the Ghostbusters. We started seeing all kinds of stuff. And then like my son one night, he walked to the steps. It was like 3:00 in the morning. He was like 2 years old. He walked to the steps. He gets up out of bed with me, walks to the steps, and is at the edge of the steps talking to somebody. The way he was at the edge of the steps, he should have fell off the steps. He just walked clearly to the edge of the step, the top step, and something caught him, like pushed him back, and was talking to him. And imagine seeing a 2-year-old talk to somebody.
Wow.
So I'm looking in the, out the door like, hey, come back here. Like, I didn't even want to get up. Like, come back here. So he looks at me and then looks back at whatever is standing in front of him, which is invisible, and he comes back in the room. And then, like I said, leading up, that's when we heard the noise, and something wanted us out of there.
Wow.
And I fought with tooth and nail to stay in that house because it was just like our dream home, and it wanted us out. My fiance is still upset with me because we moved. He was like, he didn't believe it. But when he saw my dad, his face, and how he told him he came over with the gun, he had no choice but to believe it. So I don't know whether he believes it to this day, but we had to get up out of there. I didn't care. I don't care if it was a dream home. I was having weird dreams. I researched it. I don't know if someone got killed in the basement. I kept having dreams about somebody being in the basement, a man with dreads.
Wow.
So I don't know, but yeah, we was out of there.
I hear that. What's your name again?
MJ from KC. Yeah.
KC, you said?
Yeah, Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay, got you. Appreciate you calling.
Yes. Shout out to all your listeners, and shout out to you, m.reck. I love the show. You keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good night.
You too.
Peace. Shouts to MJ. Called a few times with some good stories. You got good stories, and you make them short and sweet. You can call up again. Dave Matthews and Rich Matthews called about 8 times already, and the show started. When the show started, in 10 minutes, they had about 8 calls. So salute to the trolls. That's probably them right there. Dave Matthews, what's happening? Rich Matthews.
Hey, m.reck, is
going
your
on?
refrigerator running?
Nah, it's not running, my brother.
Well, you better go catch it.
My man. Yo, that was spooky. I didn't even know they was gonna call. They called. Dave Matthews and Rich Matthews. Mute your audio, fam. I didn't even know the trolls was gonna call. Mute your audio, fam. I hear you. Peace. Now tune in to Mute your audio. You now tune in to m.reck TV. State your name, where you call it from. Keep it clean, keep it short. Let's get spooky.
All right. Hi, how's everybody doing? My name is Bree. I'm actually from South Florida.
Bree from South Florida. Bree, do me a favor, talk directly into the phone or take me off speaker if you can, please.
Okay, you can hear me better now? I had on
Much
headphones.
better. Much better.
Okay.
What kind of headphones you got, Bree?
The ones from Walmart for $4.88.
Oh, come
man,
on,
they ain't
Bree.
did me no wrong so
You
far.
already knew by you telling us what kind of headphones you had, the ones from Walmart, the ones that cost $4, you already knew them headphones wasn't no good on this show. You knew it wasn't no good.
Right.
You knew it wasn't no good when you bought them joints. But shouts to you, Bree.
Period.
You sound good though right now.
No problem.
Okay.
Okay, thanks. So
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm actually calling about a story in particular. I had a dream, and it was crazy because in my dream, first of all, I was born and raised in the church as Christian, and in my dream, I've never spoken in tongues before, but in my dream, I was in front of a department store, and it was a man. He was sitting on a bench.
Mm-hmm.
And he ended up getting shot in my dream. Like bullets just started coming out of nowhere in the dream. Anyway, He got shot and he laid on the stretcher. And he started to just rise back up, like he came back alive, and his eyes would turn black. And he started talking with a deep voice. So I walked over to him and I was like, oh my God, he has demons in him. So in my dream, I'm literally like this. I started laying hands.
Mm-hmm.
I started laying hands on this man, and I started just speaking in tongues, praying, and the demon jumped out, but it jumped into this young lady, and she had her kids with her, and her eyes turned black. She started speaking in a deep demonic voice, so it ended up jumping into other people, and I just kept praying, and I was like, you know what, I'm not going to give up. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just keep doing what God's telling me to do in this dream. So I kept praying the demon out, but it was one person that was particular in my dream that the demon jumped into, and she's from Bad Girl Club. Her name is Natalie Nunn. I don't know if you know about her.
Yeah, I know about her. That's your homegirl?
Okay, I heard of her. No, I don't know her at all. I just watched the show before, that's it.
Got you.
But the demon jumped into her, and I had to pray the demon out of her, and then I just ended up waking up.
Hold on.
But it was harder.
Hold on. You say you didn't know her, but you prayed the demon out of her?
Yes.
I'm lost. How you do that?
What do you mean? No, I'm saying in my dream.
Oh, in your dream.
Yes,
okay.
In my dream, not in person.
Okay.
But I'm telling you about a dream that I've had.
Got you.
But in my dream, I prayed the demon out of her.
Got you.
And I knew it was her because, of course, I watched the show before. So in my dream, when I seen her, because I told you the demons were jumping in and out of other people, and I had to lay hands on them and conjure the demons out of them, but it jumped in her. In particular, it was the last, she was the last one that the demon jumped into. And as I was praying it out of her, it was just so much, it was harder for me to pray it out of her, but it ended up coming out. But I don't know, that one kind of just stood out to me as well, because I'm like, I don't normally have dreams with celebrities in my dreams. So I just was kind of thrown off by that. But I don't know, it was just a crazy dream. But I don't know if that's God's way of telling me, to do his work, you know what I mean? And that was just crazy. So that was a little spooky. I don't know.
Yeah, that definitely was spooky. I appreciate you calling. Thanks for calling, baby.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
All right.
Yeah. Get your audio. You now tune in to get your audio.
My bad. Hold on. Can you hear me?
Peace. You now tune in to m.reck TV. State your name, where you call it from. Keep it clean. Keep it short. Right. Let's get spooky.
What's up, m.reck?
Peace. What's up?
Shouts out to you. Shouts out to the earth. I'm trying to figure out why niggas still hating on the earth. It's Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne, what's happening?
I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why niggas still hating on the earth. Niggas calling that. I get tired of listening to that. Niggas calling it hating on the earth. But I want to say, shouts out to m.reck. Shouts out to that. Y'all know the m.reck room etiquette. It's always
no doubt. Shouts to the whole Young Money. Nicki Minaj and Drake. Lil Wayne called up twice tonight, huh? Lil Wayne got time tonight. Love spooky hours. Peace. Now tune in to m.reck TV. State your name, where you calling from. Keep it clean. Let's get spooky.
It's Jeremiah. You know I'm calling from Louisiana.
Jeremiah, man, what's happening? Your phone sound a little spooky. Take me on speaker if you can.
What's happening?
There you go, my brother. You sound better, man. What's going on? Talk to me, Jeremiah.
Man, I'm cooling, bro. I got a story about when I was in jail, but first I want to confirm old boy when he said his story about the fire coming down from the sky.
Okay.
What you think is the stars and all that, it's not what you think it is. What that man brought down from the sky is written in 2 Kings. He called upon an angel of Beelzebub. The angel that came down was the angel of fire. Elijah sent the angel of fire down upon these men in this story. But the angel of fire name is of Aries. What you think is your horoscope Aries is actually an angel, the angel of fire, whose name is Mahala Hadayel. So people don't understand it. They be praying to certain things, and what you be calling upon, it might come to visit you in a form which you might not want to see. And that angel, it resides over 4 more other angels of fire. Their names are Peniel, Oriel, Nuriel, and Uriel. These angels all reside in fire. You can see their faces in volcanoes when they blow up. You can see them in buildings when they have explosions and stuff like that. You can see these entities, these faces in there. If you got spiritual eyes to see, everybody who don't have spiritual eyes, you just see it as an explosion. But if you have spiritual eyes, you can see the entity inside the fire. So you keep your eyes open. But I want to speak about a time when I was in jail, about a year and a half ago, about 2 years ago, about how the devil can come to you in many forms. Think about, put it like this. If somebody's not spiritual, think about their body just being a shell. And at any given time, like what boy just said, the entities, they go around, they don't have bodies to get into until they harbor people bodies who are shells of people. They're like walking zombies. All right. So I was in jail. So happened was I ended up in jail on some strange stuff. So when I got into jail, they threw me in maximum confinement, like straight off the street. They ain't never been heard of. But when I got in maximum confinement, it's a 2-man cell. I'm stuffed in there with 6 people. Now, while I'm stuffed in there with these 6 people, I noticed that these youngsters in here, they was in here starting to do witchcraft, writing certain little things on the clothes and all this type of things on paper. So I'm understanding what it is because I come from, I understand his background because I've been spiritual all my life. So while I was in there, some entered one of the little boys. And when it entered the little boy, we had a conversation, me and the entity. The entity tried to get me to sell him my soul. And he told me if I was for real about the Bible, that I would sell him my soul. But if he understood that I was real about the Bible, he would know I wouldn't sell him my soul because it's not mine to sell, right or wrong. So people not understanding these entities, they're jumping around. I want to speak about something else too. You being in New York, there's, you know, these blue lights y'all been seeing in New York, in the sky.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, the blue light.
Definitely.
Oh, I want to say a couple years ago, y'all had some fire come over y'all city too, like a ribbon in the sky, a whole bunch of fire. Well, it's written in the book that fire been up there since Sodom and Gomorrah. The first half of it rained down on Sodom and Gomorrah. The second half is going to rain down on God in the Messianic time when Christ was supposed to come back. What you've been seeing, these blue lights, remember when the earth had showed, she had showed you a clip about the spaceships and all that landing? Well, these blue lights, that's what that is. That's y'all salvation out of New York. Because when these things, when it comes, there's nothing that you're going to be able to do. If you there when it drop down, you better pray and hope that you get lifted up. I'm warning you. I'm giving you a warning. This is why I'm calling now. This is the whole reason why I'm calling, is to give you a warning. I shared this video on my YouTube, but you know, people don't pay attention. But I ain't trying to promote that. I'm going to tell you straight out my mouth.
Got you.
Destruction is coming to your city and the many cities on that part of the coast. And it's not just there, it's all over America, but you got this platform to warn your people in the city. I need you to take heed to this. Amina, she needs to take heed because them entities, they own her. They own her. She not knowing. When she spoke about them ships, she don't understand what she did. I understand this. She don't understand that they around her. They watching her. And she ain't, the people that's around her and the people that's around you ain't who you think they is. You notice ever since the caller had called about the angel coming out the sky with the fire, that all your callers after that was kind of strange. The transvestite calling. This like you're not noticing, your eyes not open to see that the adversary, he on here trying to block this information from coming out. He don't want it to come out. He don't want people to get warned. This is my whole reason to call and tell you that fire and brimstone is finna, them angels of fire, they finna come dropping stuff down on your city. Them angels I just spoke about, that's what's gonna drop the rocks down on y'all city. So please, my brother, if you will, or anybody that's listening, man, please get right with the Lord. This is not a game, m.reck. This is for real.
Got you, my brother.
When you want to say spooky, man, I'm talking about you, the life of everything that you love, this world that we know it is the beginning of the end. Do y'all not understand this? It's the beginning of the end. It's over with. Forget about all this stuff you worrying about, all this vanity that we running around worrying about, not knowing, man, you don't want to get left here when it hit the fan. Don't nobody want to be stuck here. It's finna become a wasteland. You remember the book of Eli? That's what we finna get. So I'm out with that one right there. Shalom, Police. Shazam, Barakadow. Peace and blessings to everybody. And y'all be good, bro. That's all I can say to you.
Man, be good,
I'm
man.
out.
Hold on, before you leave, a few people was asking, what's your YouTube page?
My YouTube page, I'm finna put it in your live. I'm finna put it in your live chat. The dude that my picture is a black Jesus with dread, so I'm not hard to spot in there.
Okay, got you. So put it in the live, and I'm gonna highlight it.
All right,
my brother. Thanks for calling.
All right.
Hey. Peace. You now tune in to m.reck TV. State your name, where you call it from. Keep it clean. Keep it short. Let's get spooky.
What's up? This Lil Wayne. Well, I'm trying to figure out, there's some weird niggas calling in. Hating on the earth. Y'all niggas need to cut out. Stop hating on the earth. I'm out.
My man. Peace. You now tuning in to m.reck TV. State your name, where you call it from.
You a lot
keep it
lately,
clean,
and
keep
I
it
just
short.
decided to call
Let's
you.
get spooky.
It does not matter who I am. What matters is that you are really cute. I love you. I want to kiss you.
Oh man,
hug you.
Pause. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. I don't do no type of fun boy action. We're not doing that. Listen, we're not doing that. You get banged on all day. Peace. You now tuned in to m.reck TV. State your name, where you call it from. Keep it clean, keep it short. Let's get spooky.
Yes, my name is Net, and I'm calling from California.
Net,
and I'm calling.
What's happening?
Can you hear me?
Your phone sounds far away. You sound like you on the a cricket phone.
It's probably my voice. Can you hear me now?
Take me off speaker. Hello? Oh man. Y'all gotta stop buying those cricket phones, man. I'm trying to work with y'all. Somebody left a voicemail. Yeah, homie called up. Nah, we ain't doing that. we ain't doing no type of fun boy action. Shouts to Jeremiah. He always call up with something interesting. That's my man. I like Jeremiah. That's the homie. Nell, or what's her name? She said Net. Net, call back. Your phone was a little spooky. Homie called like a minute ago. That was fruity. We don't do that. We don't do the fun boy action over here. I'm sorry. Peace. You now tune in to m.reck TV. State your name, where you call it from. Keep it clean, keep it short. Let's get spooky.
This is Ness Pluto. I'm calling out of Clinton, North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
With that dude that just left from off the live. That's somebody that I'm trying to grab. That's someone I'm trying to gravitate to, because those are the terms that I done came to, exactly the things that he's talking about. But I have a story that takes back probably 7 years ago. Mm-hmm. It was one night I was leaving, coming home. I was by myself. I was drunk. I wasn't that drunk though, but I was by myself, and I would come on. I just so happened to look in the sky, right? Mm-hmm. I seen 7 stars in the sky, and it was within the shape of a It was within the shape. It was three on each side. It was 3 on the left side and 3 on the right side, and it was 1 in the front side. It was almost like, you understand the form I'm talking about?
Keep building, my brother. Hello? Keep going. Yeah,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I don't know. What's going on with your phone? You good?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm good. Hopefully you can hear me now.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Your phone getting a little spooky, but go ahead.
Bad. But this is what it was. It was 7 stars. And it was 3 on each side and 1 in the front. And that's what it looked like, stars. But it was all moving in one section. Like, won't know them separate or nothing. It was like moving in one section, casting across the sky. It was kind of high in the sky now. And I was the only person that was outside at night. So I went in a panic. I ran home, banged on the door. Just somebody come knock on the door. They won't answer the door. So I went to my neighbor's house right across the street. Ran over. It was still in sight, right? Ran over there, banged on the door. I'm like, please come out here and look at this, man. Come out here, please, man. He like, hold on, let me get my shoes. Like, look. He took so long. By the time he had came out, I couldn't see no more because we were surrounded. Because the neighborhood I stayed in was surrounded by trees and stuff like that. And that thing was pretty high in the sky. And I was kind of mind boggled by that thing for probably over a year. I even had to do some time in jail once and I couldn't get that figure, that seven star looking figure casting across the sky out my head. So it almost had me to the point where I was even making the marks in prison with my pencil, where I was laying my bunk at. I was making them 3 stars on each side, and it's just something that really mind boggled me to death. I mean, like, yo, that stuff that man was just talking about, it's pretty accurate.
Gotcha.
It's pretty accurate. I can't trust any of that other stuff. We just gonna have to see, but that's pretty accurate.
Got you. I appreciate you calling, my brother.
No doubt, man. Y'all be safe.
All right, be safe. Peace, peace. This is m.reck TV, and you're now tuned in to Spooky Hours. Spooky! Let me run a commercial or something real quick. I'm coming right back. Smash that like button. I'm gonna run a quick commercial.
Do you ever feel at times that you have reached a dead end when it comes to your credit? Wishing and hoping for a second chance to get your credit life back on track?
Hi, I'm Michael T. Fenwick, the founder and CEO of Fenn Credit Solutions. That used to be me. I would imagine having that beautiful home, that nice fancy car, being able to travel at will to the most exotic places. But my reality?
I had bankruptcy, charge-offs, collections, tax liens, you name it. My credit was upside down. But now, that's all a distant memory because of the proven strategies here at Fenn Credit Solutions. My dreams became a reality.
And so can yours.
Peace. Peace. You now tuned in to m.reck TV. State your name, where you call it from. Keep it clean, keep it short. Let's get spooky.
Hey, what's going on, m.reck? This is Kevin calling from DC, man.
Kevin, what's happening? Shouts to the whole DC. DC is very spooky. Can't forget. Talk to me.
Yeah, man. We got the spookiest thing going on right now. I tried to tap in with you in the Essence earlier, man. I called like 12 times, but couldn't get through. But yeah, man. You know,
the line be on fire.
Listen,
the line be on fire. The phone line be on fire, my brother.
Nah, I'm hip. But I just want to give a message to everybody that's listening, man. Like, you know, I know that we got some patriots on here, and it look crazy right now, but man, just we like the Essence say, we watching the movie, man. Like, I'm just sitting back smiling. I don't know if I just DM'd you. Matter of fact, they got a fake tweet from Joe Biden where he's saying $600 is unacceptable. We need $2,000. Now everybody knows Trump said that, but they putting out fake tweets and they doing all kind of stuff, man. But
I mean, you already know, my brother.
We got this, and I want to say again, you know, I thank you for having the channel because you know it helped solidify all the stuff that I've been telling people. Like my whole family, they think I'm crazy because I voted for Trump and everything. And you know, my wife, she's like, look, whatever you do, I'm riding with you. So once I made the decision, I just started coming to your channel and watching the Men Lives and listening to like the X-22 report, man. What's going on right now is crazy, but it's all about to come to an end, man.
No doubt,
my everything
brother.
About to get better.
I appreciate you and salute to your wife for riding with you too. You got a real one.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I ain't want to hold up your time. Now, I know this about something totally different, man, but I just wanted to share that.
I appreciate you tapping in and following the platform.
All right, no problem.
Thank you, my brother.
All right.
See. Salute to that, brother. Somebody in the hallway making noise, and I'm doing a show. Doing my spooky hours, about to get spooky in that hallway. I go in that closet, about to get spooky. Listen, Messing up the flow of the show. Don't do that. Call me up. 310-598-2974. If you just now tuning into the show, pound the like button. Subscribe, hit that bell to get all notifications. This is the Spooky Hours with m.reck. Peace. You now tuned in to m.reck TV. State your name, where you call it from. Keep it clean, keep it short. Let's get spooky.
This is Nat from California.
Nat, what's going on? What happened with your phone?
I don't know. I got a different phone. So can you hear me better?
I hear you much better. You got another phone, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, Nat. Salute to you.
Hello.
Yeah.
I was calling because I used to work at this place, and on a Friday I had went and talked to this lady about some paperwork, but I got like a weird feeling, a weird vibe about her, and I was like, "Ooh, something's not right. I don't feel well." Like, so I left, and then that Monday I had a job interview, so I didn't go to work that day. That Monday I was at a bus stop and I was listening to my headphones, and it had said that they had a fatality on the freeway.
Oh, wow.
And as soon as they said that, like, it felt like something jumped in me. And then it bounced out, and I was like, oh my God, I thought about that lady that Friday that I spoke to. And I was like, what the heck? And then I can hear like a voice is like, I know you can hear me. You need to tell my mom. And I was like, what? I was like, I'm going on the job interview. I don't need to hear this. I was like, oh, wait, because I'm like that. And so I had spoke with my boss previously about me, about like different stuff. And I was like, you know, he said, you need to tell my mom. So I was like, who is your mom? And so I was like, what? I was just like, I just seen her Friday and I knew something wasn't right. And this happened Monday morning, early in the morning. So she didn't even know about it yet because it was like 6-something in the morning when this happened. So I call my boss and I tell her, you're not going to believe this, but I need to tell you, but I know you understand how I am. I told her that she was going to get a call from this lady letting her know that her son died, and he wanted me to let her know that she was okay. So you'll be getting that call from her sometime later on this evening. And so I just told her, okay, bye. And I was like, dang, she probably gonna think I'm crazy, you know, calling her and telling her that. So, because I took the whole day off work. So when I came back the next day, she was staring at me. She was looking at me like, what the heck? So she calls me in her office. She's like, come here, come here. And so I go in there and she closes the door. And I was like, what's going on? And so I sit down at the desk and she tells me, you know, I got your phone call, because I called her like at 6-something in the morning. Nobody's there yet. And she goes, I got your phone call. And I know we talked about this stuff, but so that happened. And she told me, you know, it was the lady's son that, you know, that died in the car accident.
Oh, wow.
That yesterday. And how did I know? You know, she goes, I know you told me, but how did you know? I was like, well, he came to me and he was telling me to let his mom know that he was okay. But I was like, I don't have her number. You know, you have her number. I don't have it. And so that was the only way.
Let me ask you this.
Huh?
How did he come to you? In what state?
It was, okay, after they said like a fatality, it felt like some spirit like went through me, and I was like, oh, like weird.
Wow.
And then it was like standing there. I can kind of see. It was like a.
I'm gonna say this. You ever saw the movie Sixth Sense? That's some real Sixth Sense shit. I mean, that's a tongue twister. But you ever seen?
Yeah,
the movie
that kind of stuff happens to me a lot.
Wow.
Because I can see spirits. I know my other job, I'm always at at work, but it's not always at work. It's different stuff. But I know a guy had passed away at my job, but I didn't know. And I seen the spirit walking through the hall in front of my desk. And I'm like, doesn't nobody else see that? But the people that was walking right there, they didn't see anything because they were like right by him. And he like went through the girl and her hands like went up with the paper. And I was like, oh man. I was like, who is that? And so I just waited. And then like the next day, my boss called me into the office, called like my whole unit into the office. And she said that one of the guys that sit like about 3 or 4 cubicles from me had passed away.
Wow.
And I was like, dang, was that him walking there? Because I seen it and I was like, dang, they don't even see this. So that's, you know, like I said, that happens to me often. Or somebody's going to say something to me and I'll answer it. I know this one guy, he came into my cubicle at another office and I was like, how was the movie last night? And he said, what? He's like, how you went to the movie last night? He's like, that was just like a spare of the moment thing that I hadn't planned on going. I just went. He was like, how do you know that? And I'm like, how do you explain that to somebody, how you just know where they was at?
Wow. That's
so
crazy.
Yeah, those are the kind of things that happen to me all the time.
Visions,
so I try not to touch people, huh?
You be having visions, you be having premonitions.
I have premonitions, I have dreams. I could touch somebody. I know this one is like a really sad one, but my friend, she had a baby and I went over there to see it. And she was like, do you want to hold him? And I was like, no. I got so sick. And I was like, oh my God, this baby, you know, it's going to pass away. And I was like, I couldn't even touch it.
Wow.
So I went home and I told my mom, this was when I was younger. This was when I was in high school. And I was all crying. And she was like, what's wrong? And I was like, the baby is going to die. And I couldn't tell her. And I just felt so bad. And I just was crying all night. I couldn't really sleep. And so when I went to school the next day, it was her sister's baby, but she told me that the baby died of the, SIDS or crib death. And I was like, I knew it. I told my mom that was going to happen. Wow. I just couldn't touch it. I was like, I can't explain it. But yeah, those are some of the things. It's like a whole, billions of things. I have to call back on another show to let you know, other different things, because I know that there's other people waiting. But yeah, those are some of the things that happens to me.
I appreciate you calling. Them things is real spooky. Shout out to you, Nat. Have a great night.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Yeah, Nat is different. I'm going to just say that. Somebody said disconnect. Somebody said disconnect from Nat. Shouts to Nat, though. I was entertained. I was a little lost in a story or two, but overall, Nat got the sixth sense. He got the sixth sense. Like the homie that said he see dead people in the movie, the young homie, the white boy. Mute your audio. Peace. You now tuned in to m.reck TV. State your name, where you calling from. Keep it clean, keep it short. Let's get spooky.
Oh, peace and m.reck. My name Robbo from Plainfield, New Jersey, man.
What's happening, Robbo? Hello.
How you, brother? Look, I wanted to share a little positivity on what the caller's been calling with, man. You know what I'm saying? Because everything, it sounds spooky, but it's really not spooky. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
and then, hold up, another thing too. The dude that caller said he was spiritual, and he's saying prepare for the Lord. You can't do both, bro. You know what I'm saying? You either into the Bible or you spiritual, or you into spirituality. See, that's the problem. That shit right there got us all scared up. All right. So, okay, what's happening is this. When we see these spirits and these ghosts or whatever, right? A lot of them are our loved ones. If you think about this. Everybody called said they were scared, right? But nobody said they had been attacked. they had been attacked. Okay, when we look at we look at like white people homes, right? When those ghosts go in there, they snatching these motherfuckers out the bed, they jumping out at them, and they scratching them, fucking them up. Black people, right? When those same ghosts come to our house, right? We hear noises, we hear dishes crackling, you hear windows or some shit breaking, or you get shit crumbled up in the hallway, but nobody ever gets hurt.
Be easy on the cursing. Be easy on the cursing, but God, you building.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Okay, no doubt.
Good.
All right, but none of us ever gets hurt. You see what I'm saying? Now, if you think about this, though, remember back in those days when they were saying about the slavery days or whatever, when the enemy came, right? They would go into the houses and kill the whole family. Those are the same houses that they're passing down to their families now. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of our ancestors was killed in those houses. You follow me? Gotcha. So when you see that, when you hear white people begin to attack you and scratch and beat up, those are your loved ones getting revenge. Okay? That's why they come in our houses. This real, D.
I know, but it's still funny. Like,
okay.
you know.
Yeah, check it out, right?
Yeah.
Now, listen, I'm this is how you compare the two. Black people homes, right? When these spirits come, how else would they be able to let you know they was there? You see, they have to make some type of noise. They got to do something to let you know they're there, but nobody's ever calling saying they've been hurt by anything. You see what I'm saying? And this is how I'm going to prove it to you. Remember that movie 6 6? You ever seen that movie 6 6 with Bruce Willis?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Remember when the little boy, he kept running, he kept seeing spirits and all that? He kept running and he was scared of them and all that. And then finally, when he went to that little girl in the tent, he asked her, he said, you got something to tell me? And she did. That's why these spirits are coming. They be having messages for you, okay? Remember in the movie, the little girl, he was like, yo, you got a message for me? Yeah, stop being scared. And he went to the spirit. He said, you got a message for me? He said, yeah. The next scene is them at her funeral, right? No, whatever, they had some shit at the house. I mean, my bad, they had something at the house. When he walked past the chair, the little girl gave him the videotape to give to her father. He goes into the funeral thing, he gives the father the videotape. When the father put the videotape in, it's the video of the mother poisoning her. And she basically was there to try to save her sister. She was contacting the old boy to try to go save her sister. And he was able to save her by showing the father the videotape. And it wasn't until he calmed down and realized I had messages for him that he had stopped being scared. That's why the lady had saw the dude that she said with the bullet holes all in him. Okay, he had messages for him. I'm gonna tell you something else. Think about this too, right? If you look at how okay, wait, this might be a little deep for you, but ask Queen Goddess that worked with you. I forgot her name. I forgot what's her name?
Yeah, peace to the earth, Amina.
Yeah, Amina. Yeah, peace to Amina too. She fly too, yo. She knows her thing too, man. She knows what she's doing. Okay, check this out, right? If you tell her to explain what the indigo children are, right? The indigo children are a wave of children that have been born like early 70s to like mid 80s, right? And one of the qualities of an indigo child is you see spirits, you have contact with the spiritual realm. And all this has been taken away from us when they gave us religion. You see what I'm saying? They took our spirituality and they gave us religion. And this is why, okay, I'm gonna tell you something else. In all these movies too, those sci-fi movies be the real business, bro. Okay, here go one right here, right? If you wait, I just lost my train of thought, bro.
Nah, it's all good, my brother. Your wheels is
okay.
turning.
Well, basically, listen, that's what I wanted to tell you right there, right? I kind of wanted. I heard all the callers calling. It was kind of like fearful, man. I wanted to just tell y'all there's nothing to fear, man. And old boy talking about New York gonna go, man. That's crazy. Now, check this out. I'm gonna let you go up this, right? I have my own YouTube channel. It's called Planet Plainfield. Okay, I've been recording UFOs and all that, which is our family members for the last 4 years. That's real, right? If y'all want the real information, y'all all subscribe to a young brother named Young Pharaoh, dog. He's the truth. And all that, anything else you hear after that is bogus. It's bogus. Young Pharaoh, bro. Real talk, man. He got all the information. He's gonna explain everything to you. Subscribe to him, man. All right, but I love you, man. Good looking, man. The joint is dope. I'm always on here. It's official.
Appreciate you, fam. Thank you.
You got it, fam. Yep.
All right, please. Yeah, son. Salute the homie. I don't even know what to say, but salute to the homie. And he gave Young Pharaoh a commercial. So shouts to Young Pharaoh and his homie that definitely got your commercial in. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna send him I'm sending an invoice to Young Pharaoh. You know what I mean? But salute to him. He got a free commercial. But I'm gonna send that invoice. Somebody say he got Ghost subscribed to his to his channel. Oh, y'all crazy, man. Peace. You now tuned in to m.reck TV. State your name, where you call it from. Keep it clean, keep it short. Let's get spooky.
This Lil Wayne. Niggas calling in saying some weird stuff. Niggas don't know what they're talking about. They disrespecting the earth. They disrespecting TV. Some niggas saying some spooky. Yeah. It's Lil Wayne, by the way. Anyway, I'm gonna hit y'all niggas back, man.
No doubt. Shouts to Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne got time today. Called up the show like 80 times.
Oh, yeah.
Peace. You now tuned in to m.reck TV. State your name, where you call it from. Keep it clean, keep it short. Let's get spooky. Get your audio. Get your audio.
m.reck.
What's happening? Peace.
m.reck, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
Okay, hey, lower the TV down. Okay, I'm calling because a lot of people, they talk about these spirits. They talk about these demons, but they don't have a clue. A lot of people, they go to these Mickey Mouse churches that, they give that prosperity God. You know what I'm saying? It's real. It's real. A lot of these Mickey Mouse churches, they tell people what they want to hear.
Back. Yeah.
Real talk, bro. And it's like a lot of things, they scared. They scared to talk about it. When it comes to the spiritual warfare, they're scared to bring it up. I'm talking about, 99 out of 100 churches, they're scared to battle that when it comes to that. Jesus, and that's a commandment that Jesus, that he gave right before when he ascended to heaven. Let me give you the scripture. It's in the Bible. I was just reading it today, matter of fact. But I go to this church, right? It's called the Universal Church. And this is all over the world. This church is all over the world. And I've been looking for a church that practices deliverance. Hello?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Yeah, I'm looking for a church that practices deliverance.
Hold on 1 second.
So, I was with this one girl. So I started going to this church. And I met this girl at the gas station. I invited her over to church. I didn't know. So I brought her to the church, and the pastor started, she was going through some problems. She was battling addiction. She was battling depression. And the pastor started praying for her. And he laid his hands on her, and she manifested with demons. See, what you call strong spiritual warfare prayers, a lot of people don't do that no more. They play their Mickey Mouse prayers and cotton candy gospel. And this pastor, he goes, in the name of Jesus, you got to have authority over these spirits. Okay, if you don't, and that's why, that's why they roam and they do whatever they want, because, they have nobody over them. They have no, you're not challenging them. And that's what these pastors do. They challenge these demons. So the pastor was praying for her. She manifested with demons. And that pastor said, in the name of Jesus Christ, I command you to tell me, how many are you? So I'm sitting there, we're sitting on the couch, and because we're sitting on, and the little meeting room. And he's praying for her. She, that demon came out and started talking.
Oh, wow.
And that demon said, he said, in the name of Jesus, I command you to tell me, how many are you? And that demon said, 10,000. Man, when he said 10,000 demons, my hair stood up. My hair stood up.
Yeah, that was spooky.
My hair stood up. That's real, bro. And I'm not even, I can't even, bro. Online, I'm dying. I'm telling you the truth. And she manifested.
Hold on, what the demon said again?
Come again?
What the demon said again?
Demon said the pastor asked him, how many demons is there? And that demon came out and said 10,000.
Wow.
So Jesus talked about, Jesus talked about legion, the demoniac. When the demoniac, Jesus was when he cast the demon out of the demoniac, he said, "What is your name?" He says, "We're a legion. Our name is Legion, but we are many." But I want to read you a scripture in the Bible. This is in the Bible. Now let's get straight to the word. And I'm gonna tell you, everybody, y'all got the NIV Bible, throw them in the trash. Throw them NIV Bibles in the trash, because I'm serious, because they missing a lot of scriptures. If you have an NIV Bible, go to Matthew 17:21. You're not going to find it in your Bible. And if you have an NIV Bible, go to Matthew 17:21. That scripture is completely taken out of the Bible. It goes from 19 to 21. I'm from 19 to, it goes from 20 to 22. I'm sorry, Matthew 17:21. That scripture is missing out of that Bible. So if we got that Bible, throw it in the trash. But I'm going to read you a scripture. I'm going to be straight with you. Because the devil is deceit. But this is what Jesus said. This is what a lot of these churches are lacking. Say, go into all the world and preach the gospel. This is in red letters in the Bible, New King James Version. Go into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. He who believes in my name will be saved, and he who does not believe will be condemned. And all these things will follow those who believe. In my name, they will cast out demons. They will speak with new tongues. They will take up serpents. He's not talking about serpents on the ground. He's talking about spiritual serpents, demons. If they drink anything deadly, it will by no means hurt them. They will lay hands on the sick, and they will recover. See, these Mickey Mouse churches, man, they're not doing it. They want your money, but they're not driving out the devil. They're not laying hands on the sick. Okay, and if you look, I know a lot of people they don't know where to go, and that was the same thing with me. I didn't know when it came to spiritual warfare. I couldn't find no place. I couldn't find a church because half these churches they're crooks, and the church is full of demons, and the demons reside there because they're not getting cast out. They're not being challenged. But if you're looking for a church that practice deliverance, they do deliverance prayers hardcore every Friday. Go to the Universal Church. Man, there's churches all around the world. They got them in L.A. They got them in Houston. They got them in New York, and you name it, all over Texas. And call and go. You know, our days are numbered. Our days we have a short amount of time.
Got you. I appreciate you tapping in and calling, my brother, and giving us the good word.
God bless you.
God bless, my
God
brother.
bless you. And I'm telling you, people need help. They need help. Go to the Universal Church. Find you a church that's closest to you. If you got to drive, drive. If you got to drive, drive. Some people in Africa, they walk to church. They walk for miles to church. By the time they get to the church, they heal. Why? Because they're going faith. They're hungry for God. They're hungry for Jesus Christ. They're hungry for the truth. They're tired of all this garbage. So God bless you, m.reck. Appreciate what you're doing. You let the people know. You let them know. God bless you all, my brothers and sisters. Jesus is coming soon. Be ready. Be ready. Stay ready.
Be ready.
Thank you.
Stay ready. Man. When the homie said Mickey Mouse churches. Yo, yo, Mickey Mouse churches, that made my night. I ain't gonna hold you. Oh, man. And Sabrina said, every church is a Mickey Mouse church except his. Laughing out loud. Fact. Man, yo. Listen. Shouts to everybody that called up. We hit the 2-hour mark on the spooky hours. That's usually the time I usually fall back in the show. I appreciate y'all. And stay tuned. Make sure you hit the like button. I appreciate all the people in the super chats and the cash apps too, man. Wow. Tonight, yo, really show love on the cash app. Shouts to Janie. Shouts to Brandon. Shouts to Rika M. Shouts to Brandon again. Shouts to Dominique. Shouts to Brandon again. Yeah. Y'all must love. I can't hear myself. But I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody tuning in, locking in to the platform. Make sure you subscribe if you're new to the channel. Make sure you pound that like button. Make sure you hit the bell for all notifications. And man, you know, we always got some interesting phone calls and interesting stories. You know, man, we had the 6 Sense chick, what's her name, Net. She had spirits jumped in her. You know, she knew if people went to the movies without even talking to them, like, man, you know, spooky hours. Shout to everybody, man. A lot of people really love this show, and I appreciate it because it was a concept I thought of one day, and I felt like I want to come with a show incorporating my spooky because a lot of niggas took my spooky lingo and ran with it. So I said, how can I get my spooky back, creating a show that's entertaining, but at the same time, it's still within that concept. You know what I mean? Because, you know, I took the spooky word and I kind of defined it on other terms. You know what I mean? I flipped and bounced the terminology, you know, ebonics and all that. But, you know, spooky is still spooky. So it was a great night. I'm glad y'all had, before I get off, I just want to know if y'all was entertained. If you was entertained, I need you to put laughing emojis in the comments right now and put fire, laughing emojis. If you was entertained, do that for me so I know to keep Spooky Hours going. We on Spooky Hours Part 8. So let me know if you was entertained so we can keep this thing going. I'm going to turn this thing into a series. Lil Wayne called up like 10 times, and Dave Matthews and Rich Matthews, shouts to them. And for some reason, the chat is hella slow on my side. Let me look at it from the YouTube aspect. Okay. I see y'all was entertained. Okay. For some reason, my chat is acting weird. Okay. It's lit. Pulled up on it. Yeah. But on that note, I see all the emojis, the laughing emojis. I'm gonna highlight a lot of them. Salute. I appreciate everybody tapping in. Salute to the Wreck Mob. Salute to Amina. Salute. You already know. China Black. The salute. Go get that All In single. That intro you keep telling me you love. That's the All In record. Classic record. On all streaming platforms, m.reck and China Black. I'm gonna end off the show with that. On that note, I see y'all next week. Well, y'all see me tomorrow. You know, I'm gonna put up content and Tuesday for the Blackout show. Tune in for that. It's Tuesday. And also get that Amina Uncensored on Ticket Spice and Usub.com. I appreciate y'all. Spooky Hours Part 9 next Sunday. Tap in. All right? Make sure you share this live. I'm gone. Double deuces and bubble gooses. I'm gone. Peace, peace. This is m.reck TV, and you're now tuned in to Spooky Hours.
Dissing, we don't see the competition. I drop off a ransom note that your art is missing, nigga.
Pays in full with the money, or she gon' get her fingers clipped off like Lil Sonny,
m.reck TV.
Do you ever feel at times that you have reached a dead end when it comes to your credit? Wishing and hoping for a second chance to get your credit life back on track?
Hi, I'm Michael T. Fenwick, the founder and CEO of Ben Credit Solutions. That used to be me. I would imagine having that beautiful home, that nice fancy car, being able to travel at will to the most exotic places. But my reality?
I had bankruptcy, charge-offs, collections, tax liens, you name it. My credit was upside down. But now, that's all a distant memory because of the proven strategies here at Ben Credit Solutions. My dreams became a reality.
And so can yours.
Peace. This is m.reck. m.reck TV, and you're now tuned in to Spooky Hours.